And now, your mama knows.
Alexa, turn on second light.
Here, let's fix this. Wow, you know what's cool? Is a week ago, I had this thing set up for 921 subscribers, and it's a week later, and I'm at 933. Oh wow, that went up more than the average. Let's fix it just in case anybody subscribed. So hold on, guys. Let me end this goal. I wish it would I wish I would have had to keep doing this. Yep. I spelled this wrong. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. What I just said, 933. I think I said 933. You don't pay attention to nothing, yo. You just live life. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Because I don't get no support, man.
I don't get support. You don't make no profit.
It took you 800 years to get on board the damn show. To just show up. That's it.
That is such a lie, yo. You was the biggest lie.
Show up. That's it. Can't see those lines.
I can.
And when I don't show up, you already know. Let me win that lottery tomorrow, boy. I ain't even coming home.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Sandy and Anthony Show. Let me put on the microphone that's really loud so you can hear Sandy's voice and she can't be heard. And let me read the comments. Okay, I can use that. All right, so let's go back up, check out the comments. And we got Dino was the first person in the building, or at least comment is yo, yo, yo. And Mr. Urban said, I'm fashionably late. And Nikki said, Mr. Nikki said, what's up? Mr. Urban said, not much, just exhausted from winning in so many games. That's a lie. Al said, hello, you all. That's my Uncle Al. Frank said, what's up? Dino said, can't stick around, but wanted to say, yo, night, bro. All right, Dino, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it, brother. And my neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rock said, hi, everyone. Al said, you'll get with the program. This is the best show in America. Oh, man, my Uncle Al. And then Nikki said, hi, neighbors. And Dino said, and night, missus, and now your mama knows.
Good night, Dino.
And she don't believe that's your voice. And Nikki said, hi, Uncle. Now, check this out, guys. Want to give credit where credit is due. So check this out. So we went and hung out with Frank and Nikki the other day, and they're into Christmas. Sandy's into Christmas. F Christmas. But look what they got me. This is super cool. So you can't really see it, but I'm going to show it off. Guys, Frank and I, whoops, wrong way. Frank and I are both huge fans of what you're about to see. It's coming. Huge fans of. Look at it, look at it. Okay, hold on.
You should just take it off and show it.
Just hold on, girl. You should just mind your business sometimes, man. Look at it, guys. You see that? Look who that is. Godzilla. It's Godzilla, guys. Frank and Nikki got me one of these things. So now it's super cool because I sometimes had a bad habit just going out the house, forgetting. And they got me this. Guys, that's super awesome. Godzilla. I've been wearing it every day too, just so you guys know. It's a very thoughtful gift. Now, gotta get my cookies too. Sandy, you want to show them? Guys, look at what else they got us. Check how cool this is. So this is what you call thoughtful. Sometimes I want to get meaner than a mug. Yes, guys. They got us commemorative and now your mama knows sayings. Look at that.
You mean Daisy and Duke.
Whatever. Daisy and Dukes. I'm meaner than a mug.
Literally a mug.
That is awesome.
And mine says, I'll crack your barrel. Hey.
Crack your barrel.
I'm gonna crack your barrel.
That's cool, man. That's really, really cool.
Thank you to Nikki and Frank.
Definitely. What's going on, Bruce the Cheater? He's in the building. All right. So, as you guys know, Thursdays is really long for me. I get off work, I rush home to jump on the Stadia Source Roundtable podcast. After the podcast, I do my stream for them on their channel, and then, after that, I jump right off the stream and get ready to do this. So, but today I actually got off and had like maybe 25 minutes. So, I kind of laid on the bed for a little bit and was like, oh, it's time to go. So, here we are, face to face. A couple of silver spoons.
These are one of my favorite cookies. Yummy.
No, these are really good right here.
They didn't even see this.
They did see mine. You had lean back already?
Alright.
Alright, let's get into these topics. Man, that thing is super sensitive. Look how it's picking up any little thing. It's picking up this. Watch.
Alright, so Mr. said, what does F Christmas mean? I'm talking about the F part. F-U-C-K. And he only says the F part. And Mr. said, also, if you're not into Christmas, why were you uploading videos of you touring the lights?
Gotcha. I got happy wife, happy life is what you say.
Uncle Al said, if you win the lottery tomorrow, boy, you owe me a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. I give you money for all the turtles you caught me when I was little.
And Nikki said, Anthony, you and Frank are twins now.
Yep.
And Mr. says, Sandy, did you hear your husband complaining when I was beating him in games earlier?
Yeah, she was laying on the bed.
I was watching my shows. I wasn't paying attention. Bruce said, what's up? What's up, Bruce? Nikki said, you're welcome. Love you both. Thank you, Nikki. We love y'all. And Ray said, your cup should have said, get your head off the railing, 21. Nikki said, hey, Bruce. Mr. said, his rap name is Special Head. Ray is laughing. Nikki said, happy belated birthday, Ray. Nikki said, LOL. And Ray said, thanks, Nikki. Frank said, glad you like your gifts. Yes, we do. And Nikki got me some really cool Christmas knickknacks, like statues, but they're like beachy Christmas statues because I love the beach and I love Christmas, so that was really cool. I've never seen like statues like that.
Right.
Really...
Why they call her Sandy Beaches. And
they light up, so that was cool. Mr. said, is the topic about Nikki's cousin you all were talking about or something else?
You still remember Bunny.
Isn't that her, is it her cousin, Bunny, or her aunt? It's her cousin, right? Nikki, that's your cousin, right? Nikki said, we loved our guests too. And Ray said, and you're eating snacks. LOL.
Who, me? You mean her?
And Uncle Al said, that's a nice gift you got from Frank and Nikki. Yep, they're very thoughtful.
Yeah, really cool.
What you got to say?
All right, so guys, here's something cool. So let me give you some info. What's going on in our lives? Um, so next week is going to be pretty cool. You guys could check out the description, but I got a link for. It's called the Stadia Bash Community Podcast. Sorry, the Stadia Bash Community Directory. Yeah, that's a mouthful. And it's an event I got going on with a bunch of guys, and we came together, and we got over 30 plus hours going on next week. Over 30 plus people streaming. It's gonna be epic and amazing. So if you guys are free, check out that link. It'll have like times when each person is streaming, and it's pretty cool. Let's see what else. The Big Mike and Little Ant channel, we're gonna be doing live episodes now. So every 2 weeks we'll have an episode, and when we do our spoiler discussions, it'll be live. So this is gonna be cool. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday we'll have a live episode for you. Will be episode 24. So that's what's going on. So that's gonna be kind of cool.
Nikki said, let's not talk about Bunny. And Mr. said, at Ray, I beat him twice in WWE my first time playing the game. LOL. And Ray is laughing.
And Mr. Urban, do me some favor and just give them the details of how you been.
And Nikki said, looking forward to Saturday night for her birthday. And Mr. said, okay, how about this topic? I'm curious about something. Have you all noticed that there's almost 8 billion people on Earth, yet we all look different, except twins? How is that possible? You know what? I've thought about that before.
It makes a lot of sense.
And Big Mike said, yes, we will live. Can't wait. What's up, Big Mike?
Big Mike, I thought you had a show you was doing tonight, man.
He had to drop by to see us.
And that's cool. Well, to answer his question.
Crack your barrel, alright?
Oh, Mike, check it out. Nikki got some commemorative stuff. Look. I'm meaner than a mug.
I'll crack your barrel.
And they got, sorry, Frank and Nikki. And look what they got me. One of these. One of my favorite characters ever, Godzilla. So whenever I go out the house and I forget my mask, I know, Mike, you might not approve. You're going to be like, that's too thin. But yeah, it's one of the things that go around your neck.
And Big Mike said, Josh canceled again. And Nikki said, where's Lala?
Hold up. You were supposed to do it today and he canceled? That's crazy. I just sent it to Lala, so let's see if she dumps on. That'd be cool. Mr. Emerald said, all animals look the same, but how is it we all look different? You would think it would be impossible to come up with an infinite amount of faces. No, so I'll tell you how.
I don't think so. You just change a little bit of the nose or the lips or the eyes.
The other day I was playing it wasn't Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It was the Division 2. And they let you make your character. And do the eyebrows, do the cheekbones, so just think about it. What she said is perfect example. Let's say two people look very similar, but they eyebrows, one might be raised a little bit. Their eyes might be shaped a little bit differently. Their lips might be a little smaller or bigger. So you take that and go and do a random computer program, and you got, big noses, little noses. You got you could go on forever. So it makes sense. Just because of the teeniest bit of symmetry could make a little teeny look. Like, look at twins. You look at twins. You could always, once you eventually...
Seen them eventually for a
while,
you'd be like, oh. Tell one's a little different.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Nikki said Anthony is called a gator. And Big Mike said, nice swag they got you. And Nikki said, apparently everyone has a twin somewhere. I've heard that.
Doppelganger.
And... Mr. said, at Nikki, I heard that, but I wonder if it's true. I don't know. Could be. Could not be.
Could be. Could be not. But that was pretty cool. That was a good topic. And I'm curious to hear what people say as the show go on. Or if they got anything else to say. I mean, look at Big Mike. He looked like 50 Cent.
And Nikki said, Mister, I have seen a few people who resembled me.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. She makes a good point. The word resemble, you know, there's some people that resemble people, you know, but don't look exactly like them, and it just makes sense. So many variables.
Mister said, Nikki, did you walk up to them? LOL.
Well, at least Mr. Emerald don't have to worry about nobody knowing what he's look like or even sound like.
Who's the man of mystery?
Mm-hmm. We've been knowing each other. You know what's weird? I don't even think about it, but I talk to him almost every day. I've never seen him, never heard his voice, and it's just cool. It's like we know each other. The only way I communicate with him is I read what he say, and it just feels so normal. I was thinking about that today. I was driving from work, and I was thinking about it. Like, wow.
And Ray said, Sierra went back to school today.
Oh, cool.
And Mister said, 2 people from Stadia Group have heard my voice. LOL.
Allegedly.
And Nikki said, no, but there have been people who come up to me and thought they knew me or thought my name was Michelle.
Michelle. I can see you being Michelle. Michelle, my love. Let me bring this up a little bit closer. Get a little more. Oh. Okay. No, it's cool. It's just that whatever this thing is caught on, I'm pulling it, but this isn't moving. Because this thing is heavy. That's funny that this was moving, but the whole thing wasn't. It was like, nope. All right.
Go in the comments, bro.
All right, let's check out these comments, guys, and then we're going to get into some topics, baby. All right, called her Michelle. Miss Irvin said, maybe if you had a VR headset, you would hear me punching you in the face. Ray's laughing. Nikki said, I get that a lot. And Ray said, LOL. Who would just walk up to you and say, hey, Michelle? They're all laughing. Bruce is laughing. And Nikki said, little elderly woman came up, said, Michelle, is that you? That's funny. You should have said, no, put your glasses on. And Big Mike said, Mr. Emerald, I seen the VR boxing game is pretty cool. Yeah, man, I went, listen, here's the cool thing, guys. When we went to Frank and Nikki's house last week, I got to play the Iron Man game in VR. I played for like 2 hours straight. And it's pretty cool. Like, man, talk about feeling like you was flying. Like, the only thing I could say is when all you guys talk about VR, it would be cool if it didn't have a cord. I will say that. Because you really want to try to spin around and fly and turn, and eventually the cord gets wrapped around you. And so you have, like, you don't feel so free because in the back of your mind, you know it's a cord twisted.
Don't they have cordless ones?
They do. But those cordless ones don't have the Iron Man game. So the Iron Man game was official, man. Even Mr. Emerald sent me a couple videos of some games. And nothing looked like that Iron Man game, though. As far as, like, you flying, that was pretty epic. All right, so Bruce Campbell, the cheater, said, thrill of the fight. I am Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Quest 2 has no cables. Quest 2 is tetherless. And Ray said, is the Division 2 crossplay? It is, actually. He said yes, but I think he mean yes. He said yeah, I think he mean yes. Yeah, I was playing it, and it pops right up and said the crossplay. Enable crossplay. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to play that sometime, we could. I'm not so into that game, but I definitely if you play with people, you know, it's probably a lot more fun. But I think Wildlands is the way to go. Wildlands is so much fun. Mr. Earl said, Bruce Campbell, when Ant gets Quest 2, we can all do a Beat Saber tournament. Yeah.
And Mr. said, there are some pros on there. I didn't know they were that good. And Ray said, I'm downloading it now on my PS4.
Nice. Download.
All
What's
right, man.
that?
Bruce said the first raid in D2 is tough. All right, man. You got a show for video games, all right?
Oh, my bad. Well, tell them they the ones bringing up video games. Ain't my fault.
Bruce said, sounds cool.
Oh, you know what I could do? I could bring up some topics that me and Mike had on the Big Mike and Little Ant show, because now the show's already past tense. Uh-huh. Good.
What?
Nothing. I just said go ahead.
Ray said, I've been watching people play with the new update. So listen, who here has said sex is not important in a relationship? Who agrees with that? You agree with that?
No, I never said that. But
No, I said, do you agree with it?
No.
Is sex not important in a relationship?
No, I never.
In the beginning of a relationship, I guess, or toward the end, or just in a relationship. So no, you don't agree? Me. You know why
That's
I
the
don't
question?
agree? You know why I don't agree?
Oh, no, I don't know why.
Because people say that and put their damn foot in their mouth. They're like, oh, sex ain't the most important thing. I mean, as long as y'all get along, you have qualities and all these other things, and you're able to communicate and this and that. Communication is a big key. Don't get me wrong. And having, qualities that are the same, or watching stuff that you like together and blah, blah, blah. That's all good and cool, but you can have a friend for that.
I guess, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I don't agree because I feel like the people that say that stuff always regret it in the end. They're like, sex ain't that important in a relationship. We could be cool and just every now and then have it. And if it don't always happen every now and then, it's okay. We still got a lot in common. We'll stay together, right?
Right.
Well, majority of people who say sex isn't important and then eventually they have no sex end up saying, oh, damn, I wish I had sex more often. Now I'm going to go out and cheat and do this and that and the other thing. Do you agree?
No. I think there's some people who aren't. So I think it's a How do I
I
say
said
this?
a lot of people, and I say all people.
No. Well, how do I say this? No, I don't agree with that. I think they're the people who really aren't into sex. They're also the same people that's not like that social, where they're gonna be out there and they're probably gonna be meeting people and they're gonna be cheating. I feel like
so let's change it to the people that are really into sex. Like, they like sex, they enjoy it.
Right.
But in the beginning of a relationship, because it's all new and lovely.
I think you're
whatever,
trying to like paint a picture to put words in people's mouths, but I get what you're saying. But
I'm
I
saying
think
some people stick their foot in the mouth and they shouldn't. If you're into sex, you should just be honest and say, listen, sex is a big part of a relationship for me and I need it.
right. But I think the people who say that aren't the people that's like, I don't care about sex. That's what I'm saying. I think the people who don't care about sex just really don't care about sex.
I mean, there are people like that. There are some people in the world
Right.
that are like, I don't need sex.
Yeah.
It ain't a big deal to me. Listen, my mom's a single person. She could care less.
Right.
Like, that's her
You know what's funny?
thing.
And
She's
your
like,
mom crossed my
whatever.
mind. I didn't want to bring your mom up, but it's literally, I guess you was reading my mind, because your mom came to my mind. And she's really not that old to be like, whatever, I don't care. And she literally don't care.
She really doesn't. Like, she's good just chilling with her dog or having company and hanging with her
So what I'm saying is, I feel like those people are the type of people that she's not going out all the time. You ain't gonna catch her clubbing. She's not gonna be on no web dating site, and she just don't put herself out there, and she don't have temptations like people who initially come off and be into sex. That's what I'm saying. So I believe the people who aren't into sex because
my thing is, I was saying people that say that who are into sex kind of put their foot in their mouth. Right. I feel like, why not just be honest? If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, then that's cool. You keep up with not being into it. If you said it because it was a true statement. But if you said it just to try to get the girl or get the guy and impress them and that works, they're not that interested.
Right.
How often does that work out when you have one person that's really into sex and another person that could really care less, but they'll do it, you know what I mean, but just not so much. So it's kind of like, you need to be straightforward and not just tell somebody because you feel like that's what they want to hear kind of thing. That's what I was getting at. I'm not trying to worded a certain way. I'm just saying my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's two types of people. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who probably got fed up. So let me paint the scenario. They was like in a relationship. They got maybe older. It was like, I'm not into it because we barely have it. And then they might meet somebody new. And because think about it, when you first meet, all right, so you've been with somebody for a while and you're not into sex, then you're not into sex, right? But you meet somebody new, that's kind of what comes up. Like, you know, that's kind of what some people are into. So, unless you're just talking to somebody over the phone for a long time. But you've been going on for a minute, so you got to get into these kind of because you're trying to sway people.
Alright, so Mr. said that right, that's cool. Bruce said great game. Bruce said really good.
Let's make sure. Get D2. All right, cool. Yep.
Ray said not me. Nikki said me, sex isn't the most important. It's fun, but not the most important. Well, I'm not saying it's most important. I'm just saying it is a big factor for some people, and they say, yeah, I don't really care that much, even though they do. That's what I was trying to say. Mr. said, I got lotion next to my bed. And Nikki said, ew, mister.
Keeping it real.
Nikki said, LOL. Ray said, time out. Uncle Al said, sex is very important in a relationship. Without sex, it will be like two rubber dolls in a bed.
That's an interesting way to look
analogy
at
of it.
Right?
And Mr. said, I use the lotion for my arms, etc. LOL. And Frank said, it's not the most important, but it is fun. And Ray said, Mister, you're suspect. LOL. Clear your search history. And Nikki said, Frank, LOL, you're just agreeing with me. And Mr. said, I am an open book. And Mr. said, if you check my Google, it'll probably have some lesbian action in it. And Ray said, time out. Mr. said, LOL.
How we know Mr. isn't really Tish?
And Mr. said, what you two are describing is called asexual. Step your vocabulary up. LOL. And Nikki said, Ray, you know Mr. is thinking about his friend Harold with the lotion. LOL. And Ray said, LOL, time out. And Harold came on and said, at Nikki, what do you mean? And Ray said, I'm going to let Mr. handle that. And Mr. said, long time no see, Harold. Nikki said, Harold. And Harold hates Anthony, said, I met up with Anthony at 7-Eleven and we became great friends, but for some odd reason he told me to keep it a secret. And Mr. said, wow. And Bruce said, like Mrs. Roper. And the Codex Chronicles evening, guys.
What's up, Codex?
And Bruce said, hey, hey. Nikki said, LOL, Bruce, Mrs. Roper sure did try. And Bruce said, haha, yeah. And Uncle Al said, Sandy, let me meet your mom.
Yo, this whole topic is crazy.
But it's a good, like, stir to pot
Yeah,
topic.
it is a good topic. Like,
And we
I'm
haven't
more
had one of those in a while.
yeah, I'm more into like the whole thing of like the couples who kind of fell out of it, right? So they once liked it. But I think Mr. had a good point. There are people who are asexual. And so they just don't have a thrive or a feeling for either sex. Like they just don't have like a sex drive, right? Yeah, typically when you meet somebody, sex kind of comes up and that's going to be a part of it. But the asexual people, they're just like, that's not their thing. Now, what I'm saying, so that's really rare. But what I'm saying is the couples who it used to be their thing, but you know, for whatever reason they got out of it. Now I feel like for them, they once had a passion for it. So for them, they fit in your scenario. They're like, oh, you know, sex isn't that big of a deal. But then when they don't have it for a while, they're like,
hey,
let's
kind of do it, you know.
Right.
Mr.
Or
said,
they miss it.
right. And Mr. said, on another note, you know what? I think we're being scammed. I paid for Fiji water and it tastes like tap water.
Thank you for that.
They emptied out the bottle and put tap water in it. And
All right, so check it out, guys. I know a lot of you guys don't watch the BigMike.LittleAnt show.
And
so,
Nikki said, Sandy knows my truth. LOL.
So I'm actually gonna go to and pick out some topics we had in there, which was pretty cool. Well, first before we do that, let's talk about we got a new president, man. It's legit. We have a new president now. What are you guys' thoughts? What are your feelings?
Did you watch the inauguration?
And I would like to say this. Oh my God, 4 years of Trump and you didn't die. I can't believe it.
But
Did
guess
you
what?
move out of the country?
Guess what? I recall a certain someone said that Trump would be reelected.
I thought he would. I guess my psychic powers don't work after all.
Guess not.
I don't think that's that big of a deal. He is going to win or lose. It's
And
a
Mr.
50-50.
said, can't wait for Big Mike Little Ant show to go live. And Nikki said, I watched Trump leave.
I was actually listening to the radio when he was boarding the helicopter. I was on the way to work. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal for a lot of people to get him out of office. So he's finally out of office. So I'm just wondering, like, who feels like was people screaming and jumping when it was like really over? Did people feel like, oh my God, I can't believe it happened? Like, you know, how big of a deal, or is it? Or I bet people are just like, all right, cool.
Mr. said Ant had a wake-up call after climbing the Capitol building. Bruce put confetti. Frank said, glad Trump is gone. Mr. said, kind of rude that he didn't stay to greet Biden. Even George Bush came.
Yeah, I was pretty rude. I was listening to the radio and they was talking about that. They was like, he's the only president that
didn't shake hands with the new president.
Kind of messed up.
Congratulate him. Nikki said Mike Pence was not at the airport. And Big Mike said, same someone who said COVID would be over by April. Hashtag Anthony wrong again.
Yeah, I guess my psychic abilities really isn't my special ability. It must just be whooping people in video games.
Bruce said, not if the Manhattan DA office has anything to say about it. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock says CNN had headlines around the world, and Australia doesn't seem to like Trump. I believe it. And Nikki said Obama was there, Clinton was there, and Bush was there. And Bruce said, or the Southern District of New York.
Well, sorry guys, but look, we're all alive. Look at that. We survived 4 years of Trump. Some people didn't think they was going to make it out.
Nikki said Phil Murphy was also there. And Mr. said, at my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy rocks. 5 months until UFOs are made public. Mike said, hi, Anthony
public.
And Sandy. I call you Cowboy. Hi, Nikki and Frank.
What's up, Mike? They was already made public. And it's a shame that that was swept under the rug. Because of COVID, like, nobody even thought about that. I bet if COVID wasn't going on, man, that would have been crazy. All the crazy people that, like, are super into, diehard into UFOs, man, it would have been like it'd have been all over the news and everything. But Nikki said hi, Mike, and Frank said hi, Mike, and my neighbors are freaks. But Daisy Rock said, "Mister, can't wait. Hope they come for me." Mister said, "No, the government is going to come out and actually give us details on what they really know. It's in the COVID bill. They have 180 days since it was released." I heard somebody talking about that UFOs in the COVID bill. I think of somebody at work. Explain that. Like, I really did hear that. Something in the COVID bill about UFOs. I didn't know how true it was, but.
Ray said, selling my bronze fold too, fully unlocked. 1200.
Oh, man. You know me. I'm waiting for the full 3.
My neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rocks.
You skipping the server.
Mr. said, it's on Fox News and other news outlets. My neighbors are freaks with Daisy Rocks said, Barney and Betty Hill is an interesting UFO story. And Nikki said, my neighbors, sorry about the star charts. Sandy told me.
Don't even know what that is. But oh. Da-na-na. Alright, so here's a funny little one, guys. What was the worst thing you done as a kid that your parents didn't know about?
Like a little kid?
Yeah. It's a kid. You don't have to be a teenager. Or you could mention as a teenager. I'll tell you a story. So, I can't really remember if it was me or not. But I know when we moved to our, the last house I lived in with my mom was on Newell Avenue in Trenton. And we moved there, and in the attic there was a bunch of painted rocks, like with Snoopy and all this stuff on it, like rocks. It was cool looking. And I don't remember which one of us. Could have been me. Don't remember. But somebody dropped one out of the window of the attic, and it hit the top of my mom's car. Now, we never said nothing, and my mom noticed it one day, and she thought that a truck must have been driving on the highway, and the mirror of the truck hit the top of her car. Like, that's literally what she thought. So we was like, oh, that's crazy, and never told her. We told her maybe like, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, but she always thought that her car got dented by a truck. But it was really one of us knocking the rocks out the window.
Bad little kids.
It was a mistake. It was an accident. So Mr. Urban said, I'm scared to type that. And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, no worries, Nikki. I mixed up what you said. And Mr. Urban said, because I'm so ashamed. And I have no clue what you're talking. Oh, you're talking about what you did. Your parents didn't know about. The Codex Chronicle said, one of us, meaning it was you. Listen, bro.
It was you.
I can't remember, but one of us dropped that rock out there.
Uncle Al said that was an accident. Sticky bandits.
Mr. Urban said it was a peer pressure situation. Well, tell us. Come on, man. We're all ears. We don't even know if you're real anyway. I still think you're a computer program.
Frank said, Mr. said it was peer pressure. It was a peer pressure situation. And Frank said, whatever I did, my mom knew. And Nikki said, I have too many stories to tell on here. And the Codex Chronicle said, bad memory isn't a defense in court of law. And Big Mike said, on Big Mike and Little Ant, you admitted it was you.
Bro, I said I wasn't sure if it was me or not.
And Mr. said, it's bad, man, because I love animals. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mr. You was torturing animals?
He might be my brother.
With your hamster.
Yeah, you killed my hamster Radley.
Mature Beauty and Skincare said, hey guys, how's the treadmill holding up? Thinking of getting it. Still holding up?
Yeah, still holding up pretty good. I'm going to be making a video soon showing it off again. And I'll be making a video actually putting the lube on the belt. So stay tuned for that video.
And my neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Mr. Please do. And Uncle Al said, you all used to shoplift, known as the Sticky Bandit.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1K. I'm getting close. I'm at 933 subscribers. And Uncle Al, no. My brother used to steal. That's who was a Sticky Bandit.
And the Codex Chronicle said, are we doing embarrassing stories?
I mean, you're welcome to share whatever you like on the Sandy and Anthony show.
Well, tell him what the question was.
He knows what the question is.
All right. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, at Mr. Please don't say
Bestiality.
Bestiality. Mr. said, I didn't do it willingly because I feel if you willingly hurt animals, there's an issue. But I was too young and tried copying other kids, but felt extremely bad.
Oh, you put a frog in your mouth? Wow.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rocks, what's wrong with you? LOL, hell no. And Nikki said, I did push my cousin over the couch once because she wouldn't leave me alone. And yes, this is Bunny. She was in her 50s. She told my dad I broke her ribs.
Damn, you pushed her over the couch when she was 50 years old?
And Mature Beauty and Skincare said, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Frank said, one thing I remember, stole 2 Hot Wheels, didn't tell Mom.
Oh, I guess your mom don't know everything, huh?
And Mature Beauty and Skincare said, new subby.
Oh, thank you so much. You know what's cool is I used to stream on Twitch, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense if I stream on YouTube. So I did a test to stream on YouTube, and this was literally less than a year ago. And somebody was like, hey, I don't play video games, but I like your treadmill video. And I was like, oh, that was cool. So what I noticed is that it's cool to stream on here because people may check out a video and they're just coming from a product review. So I just think that's pretty cool. And thank you very much.
Mr. said Nikki is dangerous. And the Codex Chronicles said, I did something recent at work. We had to do a presentation, and I asked a colleague what he was doing on a certain section. He shared his work for inspiration for me, and I just copied it straight. And because I presented before him, it looked like he had copied me.
Yo.
I bet he was so mad. And Bruce said, I used to feed hay to the cows through an electric fence at the farm up the road. It was a shit move, but I was young.
Yo, did you have the cows get shocked?
That's what he's saying. What did you think?
I'm thinking, like, why is he sharing the story? So you fed the cows. I'm like, hold on, wait.
The cow go up to the fence. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Oh, God.
All you see is the cows.
Yo, Bruce. Oh, man, I'm crying right now. You ain't right. Yo, you was cheating way back then, man.
Nikki said it was really funny. All you saw were her legs in the air going over. She is such a drama queen.
I mean, is that so much of drama? You pushed her over the couch till her legs was in the air. Like, what?
Listen, it sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, it sounds pretty funny, but she could have killed that one.
Mr. said, LOL. And Nikki said, nah, mister, I'm an angel. And
Yeah.
Mr. said, I used to fight my cousin when I was younger, but he would bully me nonstop. Mr. said, we used to go at it, Mike Tyson style. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said, who lost an ear?
Oh, man. That's pretty funny, man. Wow. Bruce, that was the best thing I heard all day. I'm cracking up on that. See, guys, this is why you got to tune into the Big Mike Little Ant show. This is the stuff you're missing. But once we go live, maybe you'll check it out. We're gonna go live at 11:30 on Sundays. So, and just once every 2 weeks, unless we're both doing something.
Mr. said, did you guys get whoopings when you were kids, or should I say spankings? LOL.
I got A whoopings. I don't know about no spankings.
And Nikki said, I gave her 3 warnings. She just kept going on and going on. Going on and on. There we go. That's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Oh, you could do your would you rather. Like we've been on here for 40 something minutes and we didn't even do the would you rather yet. That's pretty cool.
Well, we had topics today. Like we were supposed to do.
Yeah, well. Oh, guys, let's talk about something else real quick. What about the COVID vaccine? Who here is planning on taking it, and who is planning on not taking it? And you got to scroll up a little bit.
I'm not taking it.
Let's read these comments before we get into that.
All right, we read that. We read that. The Codex Chronicles said, doing my first podcast this Sunday.
Nice. You got to let me know.
And Mr. said, Jamaicans don't play. I know Ant was beaten with a bat. LOL. And Mr. said, at the Codex Chronicles, nice.
Yeah, Codex, hit me up on Twitter and send me the link.
Nikki said she's not taking the vaccine.
And your time.
And Mr. said not taking the vaccine because it released too soon. Needs to be studied for a minimum of 5 years.
Well, now it's and I'm sure it's small, isolated incidents. Not isolated, but there's a few people that actually died. They after they took the vaccine, so they're relating it to taking the vaccine.
The Codex Chronicles said, I'll wait for 12 months to see what happens. I think it was developed far too fast.
You know what's funny though? There's a bunch of people that look at me like I'm crazy when I say I'm not taking it. So it's funny that in certain circles, like my friends, because my one friend, he works in the medical field, so he took it already. And I feel like it's more hype stuff. I feel like if you're talking to certain people, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm taking it. Then you talk to certain people, I'm not taking it. But so he took it, and a lot of my friends are all like, yeah. But and that's cool. Listen, I feel like it gives hope. So take it if you want to, you know. I'm just not taking it because I worked in a market research company for close to 20 years, like literally over 19
I don't even
years.
get the flu shot. Why would I take the COVID vaccine. Like, I'm not down for all that extra
Well,
shots and all
I
that
just
stuff.
know that there's a bunch of things that, you know, I hope it's good, right? I hope however you make this vaccine, it won't cause serious side effects. Um, but I think I'm looking more into long-term side effects. Some people are like my one friend. He was posting on Facebook. It's 3 weeks later, I ain't grow a third eye, and I would keep saying, well, you let me know in 5+ years how you feel, because that's seriously some stuff that happens. You know, like look at the baby powder. You know, people took baby powder 20, 30 years ago, end up developing cancer, and it was found to
Well,
be.
they didn't take it; they used it.
Well, use it.
My boss asked me if I was going to get the COVID shot today or yesterday, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't even take the vaccine for the flu, so I'm good.
Now, here's my thing. If it's mandatory, whatever, give me a shot. But if you give me a choice, I'm going to say no. And if my wife wanted to take it, I don't care. She can take it. I just don't personally want to take it. That's all. And again, I'm just weird. I don't even take cold medicine. Like I don't really take medicine at all. So that's just me. I'm a little weirdo. So.
The Codex Chronicle said will do. Nikki said bad reactions. Frank said going to get it, but we'll probably wait till the one from Johnson & Johnson to go through testing. It's one shot, not two. The Codex Chronicle said we got a new variant of the virus in UK too. And Mr. said, I can't take that risk, man. It's not even a cure. It's just a treatment. The flu vaccine doesn't even cure. LOL. And Mr. said at the Codex Chronicles, yep, and it's in my state now here in the USA. And the Codex Chronicles said the only thing I worry about is my 8-year-old son who has asthma. I don't want him getting COVID. And Uncle Al said my wife taking the shot. It's okay. Mr. said Johnson & Johnson baby powder is long gone now. And the Codex Chronicle said, but I've never taken a flu jab or vaccine for flu, and I've never had flu in 41 years. The Codex Chronicles also said they can't make it mandatory. That's literally assault on the body. And Big Mike said, here's the question. If they said you had to show proof you took it to fly or get in places like movies or restaurants, would you take it then?
Hell yeah.
The
Listen,
Codex Chronicles said,
hold on.
Dave.
I'm
okay, Dave.
Okay, all right, Dave. I'm already bummed about not being able to go to the movies when we couldn't before and move. Yeah, listen, my way of life is the movies. My way of life is So there's certain things you got to compromise. I'm a little weird about taking stuff, but again, all the times I got hurt and I didn't want to go to the hospital, I always said it. Listen, if the pain's so unbearable, I would go if I had to, right? But I somehow have weird injuries or hurt myself and I got a high tolerance for pain, I'll hold out and next you know I'm fine. But if you tell me like you need a wristband to go on a plane or you need a wristband to get into the movie, listen, forget the plane, right? You just need a wristband to get into the movie theater. Listen, bro, you better give me that shot.
I'm stealing somebody else's wristband.
That's how much I like the movies. I like going to the movies, man.
All right, so Mr. said at Big Mike, that's actually beginning to happen. Guess I'll stay at home and travel on VR. And Mr. said, shaking my head, you be an easy target for the Antichrist. And Mr. said they're going to end up shipping us one day with RFID chips.
All right, read that last one because I want to get into this.
Nikki said, I do not have a high tolerance for pain. And the Codex Chronicle said, I hate movie theaters. All right, Dave said, I hate movie theaters, love movies, but not a cinema lover.
Gotcha. All right, here's my thing. Will we stop with this whole chip? Let me ask you a question. All right. What the hell are you hiding? Oh, wait, Mr. Urban Rose is the perfect person to be hiding. We don't even know if he's real. Never seen him, never heard his voice. And I'm going to put on blast. He would like to email me, right? And I'm not bad with checking my email. So I literally emailed him back and said, hey, bro, if you like, you could just text me. Here's my phone number. He never texts me. You know why? Because he's hiding something. He don't want me to be able to have his phone number, 1, to see what area code he's calling from. 2, he don't want me to be able to hear his voice. And 3, he's probably a bot. He's probably a robot. Now, Google got that new software that could actually call people and make orders. But anyway, yeah, this whole mark of the beast, they're gonna put a chip inside you. They can know if you know what chip you already got. We've been chipped a long time ago. It's called a cell phone. It's called Google Maps. It's called Google Earth. It's called Siri. It's called. They know where everybody's at. You take your cell phone with you almost every day, everywhere you go to the bathroom, right?
Mr. said, LOL, you got it all wrong. Nikki said, Mr. said his name is Chris. Mr. said, what's funny is that we're Facebook friends.
Oh, your name is Chris?
Mr.'s name is Chris.
No. When did he say his name was Chris?
He said it a while ago in the comments a long time ago.
I don't remember that.
Mr. put a laugh emoji. Alright, let's do this.
He's lying.
Would you rather? He said, Nikki knows my name and you don't. That's sad. And look, you talk to him all the time.
Well, then you asked me when was the last time he said his name.
And I think he only ever said it once. And
oh, snap. You know what's funny? Melissa, I was actually going to invite you to this, and I totally forgot. I told myself to invite you to this, and I forgot. But thanks for tuning in, Melissa. I appreciate it. Melissa, this is my wife. That's Jose's girlfriend.
hi, Melissa.
Yeah, she's the one that put the big smile on his face. Yeah, so welcome to the Sandy and Anthony show. We like to come up with topics. We actually do a skit. We'll do that in a little bit. But yeah, we come up with topics. Some stuff is a little controversial. We debate. And everybody who's a part of the chat, we actually read everybody's comments so they can actually have like a voice. So when people watch it back, they're actually, we can read their comments. But let's back up a little bit. All right, so Dave. See, Dave, we got you. I got you. It's Dave. He said the most depressing thing is we have invited big tech into our lives and then complain about privacy. That is kind of funny. Like, we had a question before. We said, would you choose privacy over safety, right? Because I said, if every camera or every phone could be able to be not recording at all times, or not being utilized at all times, but let's say you get an Amber Alert on your phone, little kid got kidnapped in your area. Well, then they'll be able to hit a button and all the cameras will just be able to record or show what they record within like a half an hour period, or every cell phone, anything with a camera. I wouldn't mind that if it's going to mean it saves some little kid. But some people are like, no, not my privacy. It's like, yo, nobody cares that you're watching porn. Like, it's so outdated. Everybody's watching porn. You can go to porn.com. I probably can't say all this on YouTube. I don't know. But anyway. So, but that's a good point, Dave. Nikki said, I pay attention, LOL. Mr. Overall said, I see that it's a good thing. You're a good role model for this man. Well, I guess Nikki is. Or Sandy. And then Melissa said, hello, Sandy. And Nikki said, he told me his name because of the whole Avon thing. Oh, okay. Well, did he tell me my name? Hold up. Did he tell me his name or did he just tell you? Because I don't ever remember him saying his name.
Nikki said hi, Melissa. And Melissa said hi, Nikki. Mr. said, I actually walk around with a big diamond Chris pendant.
Nice. Oh, by the way, Melissa, Nicole, last time I say it, she likes to go by Nikki.
Mr. said, I'll send you a picture, Aunt, so you can know it's really me. And I'll add Aunt is the loser in the pic, but I'm not revealing who I am yet.
Listen, that just because you sent me a picture don't mean it's really you. You're not a real person. You are a computer program. I know it.
The Codex Chronicle said that's the thing. Dave. Used properly, it's a great thing. It's just massively misused by big tech. They look at the bottom line. And Mr. said, matter of fact, I sent you pictures of jewelry I sell. How am I a bot?
You did, but you could still be a bot because it's all in cyberspace. Listen, the pictures of the jewelry you sent me was through Gmail. Still, nothing was tangible. Nothing was real. You could still be a computer program.
And Mr. said, remember that nice bracelet?
I do.
He said, asking for your input. The nerve of this man. Upset because I beat him in every game.
Yeah, that's a lie.
All right.
Listen,
So,
even Melissa's seen my work in Pac-Man, all right?
would you rather
Okay.
not wear shoes for the rest of your life or not drive a car for the rest of your life?
Wow. Not wear shoes for the rest of my life or not drive a car.
That's what it says.
Hmm.
That's what it says. I'd rather not wear shoes for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you know the thing is, I like driving. I'm a driver. But that means that I will have to drive barefooted. I will always have to be barefooted.
Yeah.
Or if I'm barefooted, or if I wear shoes, then I can't drive.
No, you have to pick one or the other.
No, that's what I'm saying, right?
Right. You have to pick one.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I'm trying to. If I decide that I don't want to drive, if I decide that I want to wear shoes, that means I can never drive again.
Right.
Wow. I also don't like my feet even touching. I guess I just wear socks everywhere. But what about the wintertime?
I guess you better get some thick socks with the little tread on them.
You know what's annoying too? Sometimes, like, even when you and me go somewhere and you want to drive, and I'll be like, yo, man, let me drive. Man, you drive too slow. So that'd be annoying if I can't drive at all and I always have to get a ride. Yeah, I think I'll just have to not. I think I'll choose driving.
All right, scroll through the comments.
Let's get through these comments. All right, so Nikki right here. So Melissa, I am Sandy and Anthony's favorite friend. I am not a fan of my birth name. It's okay if you call me Nicole. Oh, wow, look at that. She threatened me when I called her Nicole. She put a knife to my neck. Kodak said Dave said lose the car. See, I'm catching on, Dave.
Big Mike said, I say you stay secret, Mr. Urban World, since it bothers him. LOL.
No, you know what's funny? It don't bother me. I feel like it's cool. Mr. Urban World for me is like Snake Eyes, like in G.I. Joe. Like Snake Eyes never spoke. You could never knew what his face looked like. So this is kind of cool for me. He's, you know.
Nikki said, not wear shoes for the rest of my life. And Mr. said, at Big Mike, yeah, you'll see me before him. And Mr. said, matter of fact, I showed you my buddy's YouTube channel with 500,000 subs. Next time he's live, I want you in his chat and he'll tell you how real I am. And Nikki said, we can't afford me not driving. And the Codex Chronicles said, slippers the answer. They're kind of like shoes.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, that doesn't count.
That falls in the category of shoes.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what you got?
Would you rather
Okay.
never play computer games again or never watch a video on a computer again?
Oh, man, this is good. I'm a big fan of video games, but I watch probably 20 hours of YouTube a week, like all jokes aside.
Listen, this is easy for me. I don't really play computer games, so never play computer games again.
Damn. I mean, technically, technically, I do play Stadia most of the time on my PC, but it's really not a computer game because I can play on my phone or the TV. So.
But you don't.
What you mean? I've been playing in my car on my lunch break.
You play mostly on your computer.
Right. So, but it's really not a computer game. So I'm gonna choose my games. All right. Let's see where we're at. Mr. Urban said you don't even use your gaming rig. LOL. Yeah, you're right. I don't even use it I don't even use it the way I should be using it. But Dave said lose the video watching. Okay, he's a gamer. I love it. My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said computer games. And Nikki said never watch video again. Wait, you would play video? That's funny. I would have thought you would have choose videos over games. Frank said not giving up my computer games. All right, my man Frank. And Nikki said I play games on my iPad. That might, I guess. And Mr. said, I need my PC games. Steam is amazing. Yeah, I haven't got into all of that yet with Steam. But even if you had to break it down where it was video games versus videos, I guess I'd rather play games than watch videos. And Mr. said, at Nikki, thanks to Aunt, I got an iPad and found a service to use on the site I'm working on. Yeah, man, thanks. That was kind of cool that you actually noticed it. I don't really publicize that channel that much, but yeah, I had a company contact me because they liked my treadmill video and they asked how much would I charge them to have my link on have their link on my video, and I was like, I don't know anything about all that, so I was like, well, if I got a percentage, so instead of them paying me money. I put their link on my videos. But Mr. Herbal mentioned it, and I checked it, and I feel like the link I clicked on didn't even work. So I need to redo the links probably. So, Nikki said, Mr. Nice, and she said, thanks to Anthony, I have a laptop. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do got the laptop that I had bought for my birthday that I barely use, and that was cool.
Mr. said, wasn't an Apple fan, but the screen feels so smooth compared to my Android devices.
That's cool. I could totally switch over to Apple. It's just that I don't understand, like, it would take me too, I don't want to say it'd take me too long, but I would have to readjust everything. And I don't have that patience.
All right, it's that time.
It's that time? All right, well, hold up. Do one more. As I
want to do one more.
As I figure something out.
Would you rather have supernatural strength or have supernatural intelligence? Nikki said Frank isn't a fan of Apple. I don't really care for Apple much either. The Codex Chronicles said intelligence for me. And Nikki said, hey everyone, my birthday is on Monday. Yeah, buddy.
That's cool.
And she's having a little thing on Saturday that we're going to go to. And Mr. says, supernatural strength. I'm coming through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. And Al said, supernatural intelligence. So would you want strength or intelligence?
I'm
going with intelligence.
You going with intelligence?
So, like, I'm a woman, and I have a man if I need strength, so. Yeah. You got the muscles, I'll have the brain.
I mean, because, being a guy and watching superhero movies and stuff like that, I would like to have that strength. But when I think about it, what is that strength going to do for me in the real world, right?
Well, that's how I feel, too.
So in the real world, like, I'm not fighting crime or whatever, right? So, but if I was super smart, I think I could use that more on a day-to-day basis. So.
My neighbors are freaks, but Daisy Rock said happy birthday in advance to Nikki. Uncle Al said happy birthday, Nikki. Nikki said supernatural intelligence. Frank said intelligence. Nikki said thank you, Al. The Codex Chronicles said I gotta shoot you guys. I gotta shoot guys as it's gonna be 3 a.m. over here. Have a good weekend, and I'm sure I'll see you on stream, Aunt.
Definitely, you know it. Thanks a lot, Dave.
And Ray said, my wife just got her second shot today.
Cool.
And Nikki said, thank you, neighbors.
All right, guys, we will be right back. Stay tuned. Hey, Mom. trailer, what you think isn't what you think. There's a lot of twists and turns, and it keeps you going. You're thinking like, okay, look at that, guys. See all those cars? We're at the movie theaters, and it looked like people are in the building. Oh yeah. All right, let's do it.
And now your mama knows.
Yeah, buddy. Back in the movies. We're gonna see Tata.
Find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Alright guys, so we've seen the movie Fatale, and wow. So let's get into the story. The story was pretty good. If you see the trailer, what you think isn't what you think. There's a lot of twists and turns, and it keeps you going. You're thinking like, okay, I got this figured out. No, you don't. Wow. Its story was good. Alright guys, so my expectations, it exceeded my expectations, I give you that. I thought this was going to be a simple, oh, the crazy girl is going after the guy, she's obsessed. And it was a lot more than that. It was a pretty good, like the story was fleshed out with good characters. And so that alone made me like it more. Like what I thought I was going to see, it was more than what I got. So that's always great, I think, you know. So, yeah, man, my expectations was exceeded. So that was pretty good. Entertainment. Guys, it was entertaining. The story was entertaining. It had a little bit of action, a little bit of drama. Like, I thought I knew everything it was to know about this movie. Like, watching the trailer, I just figured, I got this solved. I got it figured out. I see you. But nope. Yeah, I didn't have it figured out. Like, it was pretty good. Like, it was definitely entertaining. You'll sit in your seat and you'll be following the whole thing through. But I think what's cool is you'll constantly tell yourself, I got it figured out. And no, you might figure some of it out, but then you won't figure it out. But then you'll figure it out. It was pretty good, guys. So the movie was definitely entertaining.
And now your mama.
You see him?
They see your ugly mug in the damn
Do
camera.
you? Girl, I asked, did you see him?
How can I see them? We ain't got video to see them.
Hold on. Just hold on real quick.
Dum.
You gotta love this. I keep telling you, I'm meaner than a mug. Listen, I'll turn something up. Real good.
Then I'm gonna crack your barrel. I'll crack your barrel. Is what I told you all
Listen,
the time.
she been on tell you she'll crack your barrel. Now she's showing on display. Now, this is the part of the show that everybody loves. Now, everybody done came. They ain't come to see Anthony. They ain't come to see Sandra. They came to see Dookie.
I don't think so. They came to see Daisy.
They came to hear about my great jokes. They don't heard about the beetle and the horse. But hold on, we need to get into these comments before we get a little too far.
Well, I can't see through your big head.
All right, down, girl, calm down. Move out the way. Let's see.
Keep going up.
I'm going. They always talking so much.
Go down. Nikki said, thank you, neighbors, for the happy birthday. And Mr. said that Ray, wait, second. And Mr. said, why second? And Mr. said that Nikki, what's your favorite restaurant? And Ray said, My wife works at a nursing home, and she had to get the shot
Now,
twice.
so here's the thing. Ray don't, Mr. Irwin sound like he's a smart guy, but he don't realize some of the shots you need to get twice. You get one injection, and a couple weeks later, you got to get the other. It's a lady who worked at my job. Her mother just got her second shot today or yesterday. So, yeah, you got to pay attention to what's going on.
And Nikki said her favorite restaurant is the Olive Garden.
I don't like the Olive Garden. They
like
ain't
the
never
Olive
got
Garden.
nothing I like.
Hey, you
but
like
there's
the pasta thing when you get one and you get one to take
it's
home?
no, not really. I go there because you like to go there.
I like
but
it.
I like the minestrone soup and I like their salads because they the only.
Matter of fact, me and Nikki, we supposed to go to the Red Lobster for the shrimp on Monday.
Listen,
Nikki, if you want to go to Olive Garden, you just let me know.
Well, he
don't care for it that much.
I don't care for it at all.
And,
but they the only ones that got that what's the salad dressing I like?
The Italian.
Italian dressing. I don't know nobody else to have it. Anyway, go on, girl.
Mister said, okay, cool. And Nikki said, Ray, God bless your wife. That's a tough job. And Mister said, wow. And Mister said, my grandmother was at a nursing home. Her health declined extremely fast. I wish I could have installed a camera. And Mister said she was fine at home, but once she was in there, she started going downhill fast. Well, you know what happens there in them nursing homes?
Tell them what happened, baby.
They get depressed because it ain't they home. And then their health start declining faster
go downhill
at home. Because most people don't want to go in them there nursing homes.
Same thing happened to my grandma.
Lonely. It's lonely. Don't nobody want to be there.
It's lonely at the top when you get to be my age.
And Nikki said, am I the only one who thinks this is on mute?
No, they talking about when you screwed up.
No, when you screwed up the video. And Mister said, I thought it was at first, LOL. And Mister said, one day Ray and I will be at that AMC. And we're going to beat you up for buying popcorn instead of nachos. Actually,
the thing is nachos versus
pretzel box.
Thank you, baby.
And now your mama knows it, and my bad. And Mister said, this man never get nachos. Actually, we had to get nachos the last time we went because they ain't had them. They ain't had pretzel bites.
You had to get nachos.
And Nikki said pretzel bites are awesome. I'm with Nikki. And Mister said, Nikki, don't hate me, but I haven't had pretzels since the 90s.
Dang.
And Nikki said, why would I hate you? To each his own.
That's probably when he was created as a computer program. He's probably remembering when the person who created him last had pretzels.
Anyway, Mister said, think I'll grab some this weekend. Pretzels are pretty popular. Yeah, but you gotta get the soft pretzels with the cheese. You know, they're hard pretzels. And Nikki said cheese is a little spicy, but it's worth it.
Agreed.
And Uncle Al said, this is my favorite Daisy and Duke. I love this show. And Mister said, spicier the better. And Frank said, no more damn Beetlejuice.
I love Uncle Al.
And Nikki said, I hate spicy food. And Mister said, the only reason you brought up my intelligence is because you feel I'm smarter than you. LOL. Read some of these comments.
Girl, I could read. Frank said the new ones coming out is only one shot. Still in fear testing. And then Mr. Irwin said, I'll type hold on, let me go.
I'll type in Ebonics.
I'll type in Ebonics for you if that helps. And then he said, you feel me? Hope this boosts your confidence, homie. And Frank said FDA testing. And then Mr. Irwin said, you keep calling me a bot and you'll be the first I send Terminators to. I knew he was part of Skynet. All right, let's get this show on the road. Look, Daisy and Duke is back in the house. Woo! We are in the saddle, ready to get rattled, and you about to catch this paddle. Right?
Whatever.
All right, so anyway, guys, you know this part, and if you haven't seen this before, if that Melissa girl is still looking around, you have to, give me a number from 100 to 217. 217.
Don't do it.
Anthony Luna said, hello, how's it going?
Don't give them no numbers. The book is
Listen, we got a new person in here. You telling them not to give me no
Don't
numbers.
give
What's
them no
wrong with
numbers.
you?
The book is born. Everybody tell them how the book is born. And Mr. said, oh, you read that. Anthony Luna said, hello, how's it going? Much love, much from Phoenix.
See, we got people from Phoenix in the house.
Well, what's up, Anthony?
What's
This
going
is the
on?
segment of the show. It's called Daisy and Duke.
Called the Daisy and
We,
Duke Show.
This just a little extra something that we do that's kind of funny to break the ice on
I
some
ain't funny.
serious
You
topics
don't
and
listen.
stuff.
Listen. You
And,
don't say I'm funny. I don't
You
play
ain't
them
funny.
games.
That's why people don't want to hear about the Beatles.
No, I'm funny. But
And Mr. said Anthony probably wondered what's going on. LOL. And Nikki said 5. Mr. said 19.
and Anthony, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you ain't a subscriber yet. And Uncle Al is awesome. That's all I got to say. Now you said it was number 5. All right, listen, guys. Number 5 is and this is on topic. If a new medication would be developed that would cure arthritis because of fatal. Let me change it a little bit. If a new medication was developed to cure COVID, but cause a fatal reaction in 1% of those who took it, would you want it to be released to the public?
We had this question before.
But no. Some people was like, well, arthritis ain't that big of a deal. We talking about COVID. You know COVID killed over 400 million Americans? Did you know that?
I don't think that's the right number.
I heard it on the news today.
Uncle Al said, yes, my boy Duke is seeing nursery rhymes. And Mr. said, I would like to meet Uncle Al and shake his hand. And Mr. said, we had this one before. And Mr. said, no. 400,000, not million, LOL. And Nikki said, yes, I would.
Hey, don't. First of all, computer bot, don't correct me. I know you got all your numbers computing because you're not real. But don't you ever correct me. Understand
Anyway,
what I just told you? But seriously, if it was for COVID, would you want it to be made?
I don't care about the COVID. I ain't get it yet.
She don't care about none of y'all lives. She just spit on the graves of everybody who died.
No, I'm just kidding.
Via
I
COVID.
do care. I think that I still want to take it. That's just my personal
No, the
preference.
question is, would you want it to be developed if it would kill 1% of the people who took it?
I understand the question. I'm saying my point of view.
Answer the question. Your point of view ain't answering the question.
I guess so, yeah. If only 1%.
Thank you. People dying already in that thing, so sorry to say that. All right, go on. Let's hear a joke. And if it ain't funny, I'm going to crack your barrel. I'm going to tell you that much.
Anyway, Frank said 99, and Mr. said, you need to correct those WWE movements. So, I was in talking to some people at my job.
All right.
And we was at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yep.
You know, that's my side hustle.
I know, right across the street from the Winn-Dixie.
And I just ended a long-term relationship today.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I'm not too bothered. It wasn't mine.
Did y'all catch that? I don't think they caught it, baby. She said she was in a long-term relationship.
No, I said I just ended a long-term relationship.
She just ended a long-term relationship.
But I'm not bothered by it.
She ain't bothered.
Because it wasn't mine.
It wasn't hers. Ain't right. So, number 19 is next. You want to tell another joke? Or you want me to go to 19?
Go to 19.
19 look like it's saucy. It says, you have the chance to meet someone with whom you can have the most satisfying love imaginable, the stuff of dreams. Sadly, you know that in 6 months the person will die. Knowing the pain that would follow, would you still want to meet the person and fall in love? And it says, what if you knew your lover would not die, but instead would betray you? I mean, listen, I'd rather deal with all of that amazing stuff. Sometimes you go through life and you don't get amazing love. So give me the amazing love, even if I got betrayed, even if the person died. But I'd rather the love tend to not love. You understand what you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Don't touch mine.
I'm trying to get you. I was trying to get your attention, but you ain't paying attention.
I'll crack your
Listen,
barrel.
put your damn hands down before you get your barrel cracked on this show
I'll
today.
crack your barrel.
You gonna get your barrel cracked today.
I'll crack the hat off your head.
I've been telling you, don't touch my hat on camera.
Anyway, a couple have not been getting along for years.
Mm-hmm.
So the husband thinks, I'll buy my wife a cemetery plot for her birthday.
Wow.
Well, you can imagine her disappointment. The next year, her birthday rolls around again, and this time he doesn't get her anything.
Nothing.
She says, why didn't you get me a birthday present? He replies, you didn't use what I got you last year.
It almost went over my head, and then I caught it. And I was like, oh, man, that ain't right. You still got that plot. You ain't lay down in yet, so I guess I don't need to get you nothing.
Yep.
All right, so hold on. Let me read number 99.
Mr. Urban World said, dang. And Nikki said, yes, I would at least. There would be wonderful memories. And Mr. said, betrayal could be bad depending on what it is. Like, is she going to stab me? LOL.
Oh, that's bad betrayal.
And Uncle Al said, I didn't get that joke. And Nikki said, I will never let another person betray me.
So number 99 says, you are driving late at night in a safe but deserted neighborhood when a dog suddenly darts out in front of your car. Though you slam on the brakes, you hit the animal. Would you stop to see how injured the animal was? If you did so and found that the dog was dead but had a name tag, would you contact the owner? Here's the kicker.
Don't touch me.
You gonna answer the question or no?
No.
Yeah or no? What those kids say again? Yes or no? Something like that. Listen, if I was driving and the dog ran out in front of me, it's dark, deserted.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep rolling.
I think I'm gonna stop and check on the dog.
Rolling. What?
You mean.
Rolling. What?
Meaner than a mug.
I'm meaner than a mug. I ain't stopping for a doggone cat blowing the whistle.
Mr. said, yes, I would. And he said we had the question before, and I remember that. And he said, yes, I would stop and contact the owners, but in today's world, the owner might attack me. LOL.
You ain't lying. And you missed a couple comments.
And Mr. said, I don't know, I'm 50-50. No, I didn't. I read Nikki's last comment. And then I read Mr. said we had this already, and then the next one. So mind your business.
I'm just trying to make sure you on point like a sniper.
And Nikki said I would contact the owners while bawling my eyes out. I couldn't live with myself. And Mr. said, dang, I forgot about that Limp Bizkit song. Gotta add that to my playlist. And Frank said I would stop and contact owners. My mom would and did.
Your mom did. Can we hear about the story? So your mom ran the animal over?
I don't think that's
what kind of animal was it?
Anyway, I was talking to my friend. Or my friend was talking to me.
Okay, your friend was talking to you. All right.
He said, dude. Because he called everybody dude.
All right, everybody's dude.
And he said, I can't stop dreaming about my crush. And I said, well, imagine this. You're home alone, and your crush comes over to visit. My friend said, okay, I could see it. I said, she walks into your room, and you're just sitting there. My friend says, I'm liking this. And I said, okay. So she walks in front of you and takes her pants off.
Oh.
She's not wearing any underwear.
Oh, God.
And then she sits on you.
Oh.
The friend says, oh, woo-hoo, what a naughty girl. And I said to him, yeah, okay, don't get dirty on me. So she's sitting on me. And then she starts shitting. Right then and there, you find out you a toilet. And my friend said, God damn, I hate you, Daisy. You always ruining my dream.
What are you reading? I'm about to crack your bow for even reading that nonsense. Messing up the dreams of many men.
Found out
Many,
it's the toilet.
many warm-blooded Americans was all into that until you got kind of crazy. But you know
Mister
what?
said, go, good song. And Nikki said, Wolfpack is my favorite from WCW.
Now on.
And Frank said, didn't run one over, sorry. Found dog crossing Route 29 and took it in. Dog named Freeway.
The dog name was Freeway.
She named it Freeway. She took the dog in and named it Freeway.
Because it was on the freeway.
That's right.
Named it Freeway because it was on the freeway. Alright, I get it. Alright, so from now on, Duke will be wearing one of these because he abandoned that. So I'm going to be wearing this for my segment. Oh, did we get any more numbers? You guys out of numbers. That was the quickest time we don't ever went through all my numbers.
Because everybody's sick of you.
Shut yourself up, girl.
They suck.
So let me see. So Miss said I'm 50-50. Let me see what Frank said about the dog. Talking about Limp Bizkit, good song. Wolfpack is my favorite from the WCW. Yeah, Wolfpack was good. But I still like the black and white NWO.
I walked in on you having sex with the fitness trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, goddamn, this isn't working out.
What you mean it wasn't working out? It was working out. Wasn't working out for who? Oh, hold on.
You got that on the backwards and nobody even know what the hell's on it.
Oh. Hold on, let me get it right. And then Frank said, I don't know, he talked about the freeway. Uncle Al said, no for number 99. I would keep on going. Man, you guys are bad. Mr. Earl said, we all should plan the WWE event meetup. Let's get tickets. And then Nikki said, Frank's mom had 29 cats. She took it all along the freeway. Did she really have 29 cats? That's kind of crazy. Then Frank said, named because dog was found on the freeway, Route 29. All right. And then, Cherry Man Gaming in the building. He said, what's up? And now your mama knows. Got to pass through to show some love. That's my man. And then, Nikki said, Dookie, you got your gator on wrong. And Ray said, damn. And Mr. Cherry Man Gaming said, watching the Knicks game. Just finished my RE Village stream. Yeah, I gotta check out your stream. You was watching the stream and you did a reaction video. Now I gotta see that. You know I gotta see that. Is my thing on right now? Huh?
No.
It's not?
It's all folded down and you don't know what the hell you doing.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Anyway, read these comments here.
Girl, I'm already at the bottom.
You
He was
read-
talking about
you
the
read
village,
all that?
Uncle Al. Gotta go to Uncle Al.
One time, Duke catch a diamondback rattler in Trenton.
Tell him again.
And Mister said, how many face masks do you have? LOL. And Frank said, yes, my mom did have 29 cats and 2 dogs.
Them dogs, I feel bad for them. Them cats must have been tearing them from left ways to Sunday.
So you knew Frankie down the street?
Yeah, I know.
And his wife Nancy.
I know Frankie and Nancy. Yes,
Well,
I do.
Well, the other afternoon I was talking to them, and Frankie said he was gutted this afternoon because his wife told him that his 6-year-old son wasn't actually his. But then when I was standing there, the wife said he needed to pay more attention when he picked him up from school. He picked up the wrong dang kid. He thought she was saying that their kid wasn't his, but he ain't realized that he picked up little Johnny instead of little Frankie.
I found you.
So his wife was looking at him like he was stupid, because he was thinking that she was trying to get him for this kid, and it wasn't really his. All
he just wasn't paying attention. All right.
That's right.
I get it. Listen, they listening to the jokes you tell them today. They gonna want them Beatles and the horse to come back. Trust and believe. What are you laughing for? That's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I ain't even laughing. Now, Mr. Everroll said, have you guys ever been somewhere and a random person just stares at you for no reason? Well, Mr. Everroll, when you look like this, you get stares all the time. I mean, one time I was at Red, White, and Blue. Little old lady looked up to me and just kept staring. One time I was at McDonald's. You know that place to sell hamburgers and cheese? The lady was just at the cashier staring. I went to a horse wash. I went to get my horse wash one time, and the lady who when she like, because you really got to get the horse's tail clean, right? The lady cleaned the horse's tail. She just struggling through the horse's tail.
What the hell is she talking about?
Talking about people always staring at me.
And
Mr. Urban World said,
tail?
well, I took my horse to the horse wash.
Oh, Jesus Lord. See?
Now,
Nikki said Frank and Nancy, huh? I think you need to change that to Nikki. So the two kids down on the corner, they was talking, right?
All right.
And the first kid said, my daddy is so tall. He could touch the clouds in the sky with his hands.
With his hands, he could praise the Lord. He could touch the clouds with his hands.
The second kid said, that is excellent. Does your daddy touch something soft and downy? So the first kid said, yes, of course. And the second kid said, those are my daddy's testicles.
I ain't get it.
He said he reaching up and touching his daddy's testicles because his daddy taller.
Listen, so hold on, let me catch these comments. So Mr. Earl said, Nikki Brown, how you ever seen the movie Problem Child? And then Chairman Gaming said, got that mask on, LL. Hey, listen, this is Cowboys. What Cowboys do, you know, they gonna get you. So
don't touch.
Shut your damn mouth before you get your barrel cracked open wide to the white meat. So Nikki said, yes, mister. And Mr. Urban said, I love that movie. And then Nikki said it was alright. And then Mr. Urban said it's a cult classic for me. And then my Uncle Al, he said that was one of Tony's dogs I let go on Route 29 back on the days. Hey, listen, man. Stop playing around, right? And then Nikki said Rocky Horror was a cult classic. And then Sierra Brody, oh man, guess who just came in the building? Hide your wife, women, and children. Tish is in the building. She said, y'all, wow, LOL. And then Mr. Earl said, my mom loves the Rocky Horror Show. And then Nikki said, Lala is what she said. And then Mr. Earl said, Lala, you're late. Exit is on the left. And then Nikki said, Mister, so do I. And then the Chariot Man's laughing. And then Nikki said, Mister, Mister, leave my girl alone. And then Mister said, they used to have the Rocky Horror playing at midnight at our local $1 theater, but shut it down. We had a dollar theater too when I was young, over in Pennsylvania. Then they had one, a $5 theater not that long ago, and they shut that down too. But that rose back like the Phoenix and became a Regal. And then that girl Lala said, "Mister, shut the hell up," laughing out loud. And then Mister said, "Shut the hell up equals sexy. Think you're honest, uplifting." And then Lala said it shut down because they knew you were coming on Urban LL. And then listen, all this flirting between them, they need to get a room. Need to get a room. But then again, since he's not real, he would just be a figment of her imagination. We were supposed to go hang out with Lala last week. No, 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. She wanted us to hang out. We already had plans to hang out with Nikki and Frank. We didn't get home till 3 in the morning. But we would have hung out. She was going to the strip club. We was gonna go and shake it, you know, like a red nose. We gonna shake it like a red nose, you know. So all right, 'cause he coming. And then Mr. Earl said, at Lala, thanks for the kind words. If you guys don't know, Sierra is Lala, aka Tish, aka Lala's Fantasy, aka Dirty Mind, aka Dirty on the Mind, aka Mrs. Money Dropper, aka Drop to the Floor, don't let the floor drop higher than the floor drop the first time you let the floor drop. And my Uncle Al said, what? My Uncle Al said, we shall all meet up at Tony's house. No, the hell you ain't. You ain't coming over this year yonder. And then
we going to Uncle Al's house.
We're gonna go to Uncle Al's. That's right. We're gonna barbecue and hang out. Matter of fact, last time I've been to Uncle Al's house was probably for his daughter's wedding.
Yep, that was right.
Yeah, matter of fact, when is the wedding?
But then I seen him in the Walmart like a month ago.
He was stealing, wasn't he?
He was trying to make some fish. He ain't even invite me over to have no fish.
He was probably stealing. So Nikki said, when I was a kid, movies cost $2.50. Back in the Stone Ages.
So a man's girlfriend came out the shower
and
she just said bluntly, I shaved my pussy. You know what that means? He said, yeah, the fucking drain is clogged again.
Oh, man. Mr. Earl said, White Castles is taking Valentine's Day reservations if you catch my hint, Aunt. Oops, I meant Duke. That's messed up, man. You know I can't get no White Castles unless I drive 45 minutes or more.
Nikki said, Daisy, what time we going to Olive Garden? Well, I'll get done work at 5 o'clock. You want to meet me at my house? Because the Olive Garden over here is in Cherry Hill. So if you want to meet me after 5 or by 5 at my house, we could go together.
And she ain't never been down this way, huh? She ain't never been to her house before.
No, but she said she would come this way. And
she gonna stand you up.
Tish said, first off, tell my business about the strip, LOL. And let's all go to White Castle. We could make a trip. We could all go.
We can all do a Harold and Kumar.
And Mr. said there's a YouTube video of people taking their wives and girlfriends to White Castle and the employees serve food like waiters. I was laughing so loud.
I can see why that'd be so fun.
So when you was younger, you used to say this to the girls. You used to say, my friend over there really wants your number, so he knows where to get a hold of me in the morning. That's what you used to tell them girls. I knew it. You was a hoe. And Nikki said, I am a ride or die friend. I never stand anyone up.
Nikki sound like she killed people. That's how much of a ride or die she is. She's a violent. She's a violent. But listen.
Nikki said Harold and Kumar.
I think the last thing they need is a good old joke from Duke.
Oh, Jesus Lord. That's how we end in this segment. I bet they're glad that'll be the end.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna let them live this week without
You gonna give them a break?
I'm gonna give them a break because they laugh so hard they can't get over it.
And Mister said, LOL, at Tish, you said you're near a White Castle. You need to take Sandy and Ain't. And Tish said, stop talking about Nikki. She wanna come, she will come.
Now hold on. Lala ain't never answered the other day. So you moved? Because you used to live near us. So is that true? You live all the way by Great Adventures now? You said you live near
That's what she said, ain't it?
Well, she ain't confirmed it.
Anyway. And Tish said Aunt knows where it's at in Tom's River.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gonna go back to the Sandy and Ain't show. So we'll see you soon on the Daisy and Duke segment next Thursday. Y'all best tune in now, cause I'ma crack Dukey's barrels.
You better stop talking about cracking my barrel.
I crack your barrel.
I don't play no game.
Crack your barrel so hard your hat fly off.
You listen. You try to crack my barrel, you gonna get your barrel cracked so hard that your barrel ain't gonna never be able to get unsore from being cracked.
She lived near Seaside. And Mister said, ain't Tom's River a toothpaste brand? LOL. And Nikki said, thank you, Lala.
I never heard of it being a toothpaste brand.
Mister said, never mind. It's Tom's a main toothpaste. LOL. And Tish said, welcome, Nick.
Well, is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I just said we going back to the Sandy and Anthony show. Are you paying attention?
I was asking you, is there anything else you want to say to them?
I said what I need to say.
Alright, she cut you out shorter than a dog got caught outside when he was chasing after a cat and
Tish
jumped
said,
over.
I'm in Burlington on York.
See, she in Tom's River. She in Burlington. I don't know what she be doing.
Nikki said, LOL, I like that name, Nick.
Nick at night. Frank like. Nick at night. Alright, guys. Just hold on to your bottoms. We'll be right back. Alright, check it out, guys. Look at my basement. See that? Well, technically crawl space. It's nothing but water. It's flooded. So we're gonna unflood this thing. We're gonna use this industrial strength sub pump. Gonna go all the way out there. See this? This thing will suck up anything. So let's see.
And now your mama knows.
Alright, so check it out. We got this part submerged on the water, and it's just gonna start sucking everything. It's pretty deep. Watch this. Oh yeah. So hold on. Look at that. Wow. It's gonna do it. Check it out. Don't have to go that far because we got our drain right down there. Oh, look how dark that is. Okay. Oh. All right, so coming to it. I got just a little puddle right now. All of that back there, it's all dry. This thing is no joke. It was only $50 to rent. So I just got this little puddle. Literally took it all in, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. This whole thing was flooded. And every so often when you get it clogged, they got to put water in it. Once you put water in it, in the actual machine, then it's gonna jump start this and it's gonna start sucking again. So let's get this last little bit. All right, let's check it out. That's all that's left. Look at that, dry. This thing did its thing. Yep, and my crawl space, because it's summertime, will be dry in no time. I'll leave the door open, let it air out, and that's it. Check it out, guys. This is the beast that got the job done. Got that Honda engine. All right. All right, we are back. Let's get back into these comments.
You went up too far.
Oh wow, people wasn't talking that much. They probably was actually watching the video this time.
All right, so Uncle Al said the little kid is very rude. He should be slapped. I think that's what he meant, right?
Yeah.
Nikki said, if anyone ever calls me Nicole, I can't read it because the hour isn't right. Nicole Ann, I will need Jesus. And Mr. said, this dude has the most random videos, LOL. And Tish said, you look like a fake Sub-Zero with a dot polo and a Toby Keith Garth Brooks hat. Say one more thing, Aunt. And Tish said, why I just felt like a damn movie before he started pulling the water up.
So I told you guys this is an everything channel. So that's on my my randoms playlist. Guys, make sure you check out the playlist. That's how you can see all the different things that's on this channel. But yeah, you check out the playlist. It's that was called random. So yeah, that was one of my videos under the random playlist. So yes, I have a lot of videos. Guys, I got like over 1,200 videos. Over probably like 60 something playlists now. So yeah, there's a bunch of different type of videos and different type of genres of videos on my thing. But yeah. So Tis said, yeah, I live in Burlington. Can't help you being slow. LOL. Mister, for real, for real. Yeah, but I don't understand you. I thought you was just saying you lived in Tom's River. I'm confused. Did she not say she lived in Tom's River? You don't know. I think that's what we read.
She said something about Tom's River. So obviously some people on here had COVID and lost their sense of taste, right? So you're Jamaican. Have you ever heard of this remedy that's going around on TikTok? They say if you burn an orange, like keep an orange in the skin and burn it, heat it up and burn it, that when you cut it in half and eat it, immediately you'll get your taste back. Uncle Al, have you heard of that? You're Jamaican. Is that like an old school remedy in Jamaica to get your taste back when you're sick?
That's strange. I never heard of that. Wish my grandma was here so I could ask her. And Tish said we don't want a random check your videos. A random whatever. And Mr. Irwin said, I just realized I don't hear a Jamaican accent from this man. That's right. Now, you know what? My mom actually got pregnant with me in Jamaica. My dad never even left Jamaica, never been to the United States. My mom left Jamaica when she was pregnant with me and had me in Brooklyn, New York, and then moved to Trenton, New Jersey. So I only went to Jamaica when I was a little kid. And Nikki said, my taste is randomly coming back. And Tish said, I said we can go to Tom's River for White Castle.
Uncle Al said, that was a good joke. I was waiting for that joke. She must have some long push to club the drain. Oh, some long pussy hair probably is what he's saying. To clog the drain. I think Uncle Al's thing is like kind of slow. So, Uncle Al, when you get to the part about the orange, let me know if that really works, if that's a Jamaican thing. And Mister said, White Castle's onion rings are so good.
Yeah, you know what? I usually get the onion rings. Dang, now I want White Castles. For real.
Tish said Mr. Facts. And, oh, here's something. So, have you guys seen all the memes of Bernie Sanders and his mittens at the inauguration?
I gotta see a funny meme because everything you showed me just wasn't funny. This is one of them. We're just gonna paint. We're just gonna paint a cool little Bernie right here. And give him some happy little minute.
They're kind of stupid, but
Right.
they're making fun of his mittens.
Right, I get it. Yeah, just gonna put Bernie mittens on everything. I guess it's one of them jokes you had to be there.
So, Anthony, if you don't stop lying, did you know what you'll grow up to be?
Pinocchio.
Nope, a news reporter.
I guess. A news reporter. All right. Anyway, Mr. Urban World said, Nick, you gotta try it. And then Mr. Urban World said, I keep seeing the Sierra Brody and keep forgetting this Tish. Tish cash at me so I could get some White Castles tonight. And then Nikki said,
Tish said, Nick, let me know when you're free. And Nikki said, they sell the burgers in the grocery store. They're not the same from what Anthony and everybody else says.
No.
Tish says, that's nasty. Don't eat that, Nick. LOL. And Mister said, it's not the same. So I don't like their burgers because they all have onions on them and they can't take the onions off because they're probably pre-made. Because I even asked them before, can you not make it with onions? Because I wanted to taste it, but they don't make them without onions, so I don't do White Castle burgers.
Yeah, you cannot get the ones in the grocery store. I remember before I was like, oh man, cool. I don't have to worry about going all the way to White Castles. It's a travesty.
Anybody hear about Ashanti and Keisha Cole battle tonight?
Oh, there was the next battle?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it on Facebook.
That's cool. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. Ashanti, I would just have to go with Ashanti. Keisha Cole, I guess she had some good stuff, but man, I can't even think of a Keisha Cole song right now.
What? Sent from Heaven? I
Yeah.
should have cheated. She got a lot of songs.
Nah, she ain't taking out Ashanti. Sorry. Plus, Ashanti was on like a lot of people's stuff, like Ja Rule and all that stuff. Yeah. My opinion, anyway.
So you got anything else for us to talk about?
No, not really. But let me see. So Mr. Urban World said even their fish sliders are good. I never had fish from there because I just love their and I love a fish sandwich too. Maybe next time I go, I'll try a fish.
That's what
sandwich.
I'm gonna try next time I go. Fish sliders. I had the chicken ones last time.
And then Tish said Trump over here leaving letters to his boyfriend.
To his boyfriend Biden. LOL. And Mister said, I'm waiting on Big Mike versus Neo singing battle. Nikki said, I tried frozen PF Chang's from ShopRite. Now I love Chinese food, but they was nasty. And Mister said Trump should have stayed to greet the new president. And Tish said it was nice as hell though.
Yeah, he should have do that. All right, guys. I'm in the one getting tired. But well, again, like I said, Thursday is my early day. And Sandy told me that she got a headache. So, you know what you look like right now? The little girl off of Monsters Inc.
What? Boo?
Oh, what the hell? I was supposed to know her name. I look like I know the children cartoon names.
I think her name is Boo.
And then Tish said Keisha took it. Oh, she did? Wow. Maybe because she's newer than Ashanti. Yeah.
Her name is Boo.
Okay.
Boo.
You wouldn't know that, huh?
I like Monsters Inc.
I was just thinking because you had a boyfriend named Boo.
Oh, no, I actually like Monsters Inc.
Frank said, getting tired, gonna head out.
Well, we're getting ready to get off too.
Yeah.
And Tish said, good night, Frankie. Mr. said, LOL, Dan. And Tish said, fish banging at White Castle.
Really?
Now I gotta get the fish.
Okay.
Because I don't do the burgers. So I'm down with the fish. I love those fish sandwiches good.
Yeah.
And Mr. said, fun fact, if you watch Toy Story, you can see Boo in the classroom playing with other kids. I know that. I've seen it. And Tish said, yes, Mr. True Facts, LOL. And Mr. said, at Tish, you noticed that too? LOL. I think a lot of people kind of noticed that.
These are random,
With that.
dumb fun facts.
Anyway, I think that is all.
All right, well, look, guys, we've been rocking for 2 hours. Time just goes by doing this with you guys. I don't even notice it.
It does.
It's pretty cool.
And Tish said Boo was undercover. Oh, Mr. said, wait, Tish, are you talking about Trump or Toy Story? LOL. I'm talking about Toy Story. And Tish said Boo was undercover. LOL. Mr. said, y'all need to watch Split and Glass. We've seen both.
Seen them both.
And Tish said Toy Story, and Mr. said LOL.
And hold up, you gotta back it up. You need to watch Unbreakable, Split, and then Glass. Get it together, Mr. Urban World.
And Nikki said times fly when you're having fun. That is true.
Definitely. Like we was at your house forever. It was crazy.
3 in the morning. And we'll see you on Saturday, Nikki. And Mr. said you haven't seen Unbreakable though.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
late.
we have.
Yeah.
And Mr. said I've seen it. LOL.
What time on Saturday?
Forget.
Wouldn't she know?
She would know. Yeah.
Okay, why are you looking?
I'm just trying to think of what time she told me.
Let's see who comes up with the time first. Is Nikki gonna write it before you? You know what's funny? When Frank told me about it, 6 p.m. When Frank told me about it, I thought it was a surprise party. And then when you and her start talking about it, I'm like, does she know about her own party?
Apparently.
But I guess, yeah.
It's kind of hard to do a surprise party with COVID, right?
Well, I think Frank said also before about trying to surprise her, but he doesn't drive. So it'd be hard. So
Yeah.
I remember him saying that before.
That makes a lot of sense.
So.
All right, guys. We will see you next Thursday.
All right, guys, later. Thanks for coming to the Sandy and Anthony Show.
And Nikki said, I'm the one doing all the work.
Well, it's your party, so. You want a bomb party? Do that thing yourself.
All right, guys.
Puyika, 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 puyika. Ay, ay,
Oh
ay.
my God, get out of here.
All right.
And Mr. said, Ed Tish, look up Slimeball MK.
Hey, Mr. Emerald, hit me up on Discord, because the party ain't never got to stop.
And Mr. said, click the first video. All right, guys. Good night. We love you. And we will see you soon.
Good night. Bye.
And now your mama knows.